Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know I've been gone for about a month, I want to say a month and a half maybe. I can't exactly help that. I wanted to film, I could not, alas. So, I'm just going to give you an update on, things. I was going to do this in a tutorial actually, like towards the end of one, but I didn't even think about it, and I went to go try to record one. It came out really well, but my audio got all messed up, so I'm gonna re-record that for you guys because I feel bad because I haven't put a video out in a while, and I know there's people who actually do watch my videos. Thank you very much in advance. And this is the only day where my whole family actually is not home right now, so I can speak as loud as I want to into my camera, and it'll pick up the audio because I don't have an external mic on here to use, so why the fuck not? If you've seen any of my past vlog videos or my past makeup videos, you'll notice that I've been quiet. It's because there's people who do live in my house. We have paper thin walls here, so that is mainly the reason why I haven't put in a video. I was actually gonna say this in my video that I just filmed, and I was gonna say it in my last video that I put up, the Black Light Blues makeup. I found this little guy when I was doing my laundry last month, a couple months ago, in my washer. Now, he doesn't belong to me. I don't know who he belongs to. He was not there before I put anything in my washer, so I don't know. But I found this little guy in my washer, and he's I don't know, I think he's supposed to be a ninja, but he's really cute, so I'm gonna keep him, and he's gonna, be part of my little filming process. So he's gonna be part of my channel. So maybe he'll be the mascot. I'll give him a little crown. He'll be the king of the Reject Queen channel. Leave me a comment below if you guys actually have any ideas about that. I mean, it sounds silly, but I think it's kind of funny. If you guys have been keeping up on my Facebook, you'll see that I've been doing some Disney artwork. I have a feeling I will be doing some Disney tutorials, based, inspired off of, but not necessarily straight up Disney looks in the near future. I really want to because Disney's a huge, huge part of my life, and I will be going to Disney next year. Cute, yay! Yay! So, if you guys have been watching, I just finished this Marie from the Aristocats. This is actually my sister's one of her favorite movies. Her favorite movie is actually Lion King, and I did this because I know she doesn't watch my videos, which is key here. You guys have seen, I think her name is Haley Williams here on YouTube. I'm not entirely sure. If I get it wrong, I am completely sorry. But I did find this on her channel, and my sister has been asking for a jewelry box. And I thought, she loves Disney, but I don't want to get her a normal jewelry box because that'll just, that's not my style, getting normal gifts for people. Saw this in one of her DIY videos. I don't remember exactly what it was, but she showed this thing where you can make a jewelry, kind of wall jewelry hanger out of 2 canvas boards, hooks, magnets, and hinges. I almost forgot, obviously. And you can paint your own little wall art, so it'll kind of be a secretive thing. So I'm making this for her, so she necessarily has a place for her jewelry, even though she doesn't really wear any except for her bracelet and her necklace and stuff like that. But she recently got her belly done not too long ago, so she has no place for all her belly rings. So I'm gonna see if I can build a little compartment on the inside for that. She's also coming over today, so that's why I'm filming this now, so she doesn't see it later. That's what I'm doing for her, and because I didn't want to go too Lion King because she has so much of it, and I just couldn't find something scenic to do, so I figured this would be a cute little thing that she can take when she moves out. My mom thinks she's never gonna move out. I'm taking bets at this point because I don't think she will either. Yes, that is her favorite, is Marie from the Aristocats, and I put her ever faithful quote that she always recites every time. And to everybody who thinks that I did not do this quote directly, I did. I watched the movie to make sure I got the correct quote, because there is 3-4 different versions of it where it is not, and it's shortened to don't, but they'll finish them, or it's not. It is ladies do not start fights, but they can finish them. That is the full quote. If you don't believe me, please go watch the Aristocats over again and listen with your goddamn ears. Please. The second note I wanted to address here is that the reason I haven't made a video is I just started a new job. I'm not going to say where because I just don't feel comfortable saying that, but I did start a new job recently. It's kind of a different shift for me because I've applied many places, and I've had such a difficult time trying to get one because, you know, my lifestyle choices, as my friend calls it, it's not that uncommon. Everybody, you know what, like, I can't even say this without actually getting really angry about it. You cannot go anywhere these days without seeing somebody with a tattoo, piercings, or fucking colored hair now. This used to be a genre staple for, you know, the 70s, for punks. You know, that's basically the lifestyle I entail here. We're not all anarchists, okay? Like, we don't purposely, like, want to blow up buildings. Some of us are silent protesters, but we like our misfits music. Most of the time. Most of us. Not to sound stereotypical here. But, you know, we don't all come in leather jacket, chains, and spikes and stuff like that. We are primarily peaceful people. Yeah, it's such a common occurrence nowadays to see people with piercings. Like, everybody, pretty much, 3/4 of the whole entire fucking world has a goddamn nose piercing. Like this. Like, you guys have seen this. I've had this for a couple years. Maybe. I think this is coming on my, like, 3rd year having it in December. I don't remember, 3rd or 4th. Not entirely sure. The fact that there's still piercing policies at certain places, not necessarily the place I work at, or, you know, different other things, because there is one there, but it's, you know, different. And I'm not going to divulge into that, but you cannot go anywhere. Everybody's got a piercing. Everybody's got their ears done. Like, years and years ago, getting this done was such an issue at one point. Because nobody was doing it. It was considered, you know, like, I can't fucking explain it. Like, I wasn't alive. But, like, you know, guys getting their ears done. And now it's such a fucking common occurrence that everybody's got their ears done, and now everybody's getting their facial piercings done. Because that used to be really taboo. But in different other places, like, culturally, facial piercings, you know, they were signs of religious aspects. I know there was one for Christianity, and I know there's a couple Hindu type. I don't necessarily know, so don't quote me on it, please, because I'm not, you know, an expert. I just know what I know, and I don't say it to, you know, slur. Different other things like that. But, you know, most of the times it was for religious aspects, because depending on the side you got it on, actually, because we have tattoos. Okay, whatever. I don't have any tattoos yet, but I'm constantly drawing on myself. I don't know anybody who doesn't anymore. It's just a thing. That's what happens when you give art students Sharpies. They just draw on shit without thinking about it. I understand if you have an offensive tattoo. Okay, that is completely one thing. If you got flowers all up your arm, that's not offensive at all. It's fucking flowers. Like, have you ever seen an angry person with flowers on their arm? No. This world that we live in, it's substantial to the point that if you have tattoos, if you have piercings, if you have colored hair, for God fucking sake, you have a terrible work ethic. That's not true. I know many people, my brother and technically my stepdad, they are some of the hardest working people I've ever seen. And they have fucking tattoos. They have, you know, piercings. You may not always be able to see them, but they do. You know, they didn't have colored hair. That's more just a me thing. But they are some of the hardest fucking working people I've ever seen in my life. And you know what? Their tattoos do not distract from anything that they do. And that's the point I'm trying to make here. The whole colored hair thing, I understand how that can be a slight distraction Because, you know, you see bright colors, you're gonna go one way and say, oh, hey, look at that, blah, blah. But the fact of the matter is that people who have colored hair, often, it takes a lot of work to take care of your hair when it is colored. They're actually working to take care of their hair. It means that they're working to some degree to make sure that they do not let it go to waste. Is that the sentence I'm looking for? I don't know. I can't figure it out. But my point is that somebody's always got colored hair. It doesn't matter what it was. My hair is actually purple. But as you can see, it's fading out because I let it fade out. I got really lazy at one point towards the end of winter because I was sick of taking cold fucking showers. And if you have dyed hair, you know. Please comment below if you do and you know the struggle of trying to keep up with dyed hair of fashion color. Love it anyway. This is just, I haven't done my hair in a while, just haven't had the money to go do my hair, so I just leave it be for a while. Yes, my natural color is like dark brown to black, and my underneath is blonde, which currently doesn't look so blonde if I can find it, because I split my hair not too long ago. So all of this coming in right here is really dark brown to black, and then my ending is blonde. Now, where that blonde is, my hair was shaved. So that's like 2 years of hair growth right there. At least. Because I bleached it back in July of last year. Yes, last year, because that's when I went to Slipknot. If you guys watched that video, you'll know because I'm super blonde. But my hair was actually also this length. I've been having issues trying to grow this out for a little while. Don't know what's going on right now. I think it's because I went and put the dye on the roots, and it wasn't melding with my hair because I have greasy hair. I don't know. That was what I wasn't intending on actually ranting on that, but I'm just saying in general. I mean, yes, I just started my job, so, I mean, I don't know if there will be more videos, like, soon, like, I want to make videos, but I have to find the time to do it for right now, because my schedule's really wonky, because I'm still new. I've only been at my job for, like, 3 weeks, maybe, so, 3-4 weeks? I don't remember, but, which is really nice, so, hopefully, which means I can start getting some new makeup. Well, not new makeup, but a little better than what I have. You know, I still use all the stuff that I have. Even if, you know, it's not my color, I find some way to use it. And I'm fine with that, which is great. So, hopefully I can get a new battery for my camera. Because I actually do. I really love my camera. I've had it for like 5 years. And it's like a little small point and shoot camera. It does most of the work of like a DSLR, only it's compact, and I really like it, so I can usually take it with me when I want to go, but I would like something smaller for, like, if I go somewhere, so I can just put it in my pocket instead of, like, having my camera strap hanging off of me and getting a tan line like I usually do. So I'd really love to eventually get a smaller one. Hopefully I can get a ring light, but I've adjusted my programmable settings, because that's the only thing I can shoot on for right now without, you know, it making me look yellow. And all this red you see right here, this is legit. This isn't lighting. This is fucking legit. This is my face. I'm having a better day. Usually I'm redder than usual, but I think it's from my foundation. It's got some kind of, what's it called in it, and then when I take it off and wash it off. So, speaking of foundation, the foundation I actually use is the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation. You guys might have seen my review on that. I still really do like it. I mean, now that I'm a little tanner, it kind of matches my skin tone better, which is great. And because I've gotten a little tanner, it's added, you know, a little more yellow pigment to my skin. So it covers a little better, except for, like, you know, these little things right here. Like, do you see them coming in? Like, I call them the conglomerate crew. So they're coming in. They don't necessarily cover it as well. You can usually see it. Sometimes it doesn't cover my scars, but the foundation is completely buildable, which is great. And then I set it because I do have such an oily face. And sometimes I just don't wear it in the summer because I don't give a fuck, because it'll just melt off my face in general. Normally do not wear foundation in the summer. It's usually just the winter. So if you see right here and it just looks orange, it's because I don't ever tan on my neck and I can't put foundation on my neck. Because of that reason, I I'm usually wearing white. That's why. And I don't want to get my shirts dirty that way. Because foundation is fucking terrible to get out. And we all know this. That is really what I just kind of wanted to address for this video. I wasn't supposed to be that long. This was actually just supposed to be kind of a minute video. If you guys liked this, I wouldn't necessarily call this a vlog. I would just say this is more of a speeding up kind of video, even though it might be a little long because I didn't really stop talking this whole video. I'm really surprised I actually took a breath. Let me know if you guys like this video. Give it a thumbs up, please. I would appreciate it so much. Subscribe to my channel if you like my channel and me, hopefully. If you're watching my videos, you should at least like me to watch them more, you know, more than one video, unless you're just a troll. But, you know, we'll leave that open to subjectivity here. If you guys want to follow me anywhere else on social media, my Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook are below. I post some funny shit on my Instagram most of the time. Usually it's of me having paint in my hair, or it's stuff that I'm working on. So if I'm not posting on YouTube, I'm usually posting on Instagram or Twitter at least. You know, when I get really pissed off, I post on Twitter a lot. But, so you'll see that. That's what most of my tweets consist of. Or it's just, you know, random shit. So, if you guys want to contact me on there, feel free to. And my Facebook page just posted not a link, but a post about beauty. It wasn't a pity story. It was just kind of like, I'm sick of seeing people represented the way that they are by a photo, you know, and, you know, it's not right. So if you want to go read more about that, please go to my Facebook page, Facebook/Eye of the Night Art. It used to be Black Dahlia Artistry. If you knew me before I changed it, it is Eye of the Night Art. It's got a picture of a little eye. I'll probably, you know, put a picture up right up here of the logo thing until I make a better one, because that was just kind of my shit-tastic little doodle of the day that I just chose for it. So eventually it'll get a better one. It'll probably get a picture of me doing makeup, something like that. I don't know. So I'll eventually figure it out. My blog is also down below. I don't really go on it. The only thing I actually posted on it lately was about the beauty thing, but that's also on my Facebook because that's where I wanted it to originate from, because that was my whole entire idea when I did it. If you guys, you know, go down in the description box, or if you're up here, I still have my Wattpad, I still have my Pinterest. If you guys want to go find me on there, because I am a writer, but I'm also kind of a Pinterest whore lately. So, if you guys want to go follow me on there, please do, if you do, and make sure to leave me a comment below of some of the videos you want me to do next. I'm just taking suggestions for now, you know, if I need to fill the void eventually between, you know, collaborating, or, you know, between me having brain farts and not being able to think of what to do next. I will be doing a Wattpad video next because I need to address a couple things through that, so that will be a separate video, and I'll probably link that below, or I'll probably link that up here eventually when it gets done, about my series, my supernatural series that I'm doing, that most people know I actually write, because that's where a lot of people recognize me from, is that, although I have blue hair in my profile picture. That is a wig, guys. That is a wig. I wish my hair was as voluminous as that. My hair used to be like that, but it's not. You can thank unhealthy dyeing techniques on my end, and my fucking sister's end. Anyway, yeah, so if you guys want to see that, please let me know. Like, subscribe, share me, whatever you want to do. Please just do not bash me. I cannot tolerate that shit, because if you take so much time out of someone's day just to troll and bash them, you are worse than the people who fucking blew up, or not blew up. You get my point. You get my point. Anyway, have a good day, guys, and I will see you in the next video.